What's up, Queen City? We are here on another Thursday night captain's meeting / podcast / hanging out. Let me start off by saying, yes, little change of scenery today. Usually I'm in the man cave with the fishing background, but that chair up there bothers my back, and I've been having some back issues. I think I possibly slipped a disc like 2 months ago, and it's been rough. So I'm just now getting back to healthy, and I didn't want to sit in that chair. So little change of scenery. Got the blue light from the massive fish tank that you guys always see. So looks a little weird, but we are here tonight to just talk. It's been a really good start to the season. You know, we came into 2025 with some massive changes, motors, bigger entry fees, allowing carbonate boards. And then we had some regular stuff, you know, our AOI race, our team division, some of our main sponsors for our events. And Ryan and I had plenty of meetings and conversations, and we came up with a number, and we said, hey, if we average this number, we're doing well. Well, we are 3 events in, and we're averaging 111, I think the magic number is right now. Or 107 is our average through the first 3. And I really don't see why it would slow down at this point. We have 100 members again fishing for the AOY title. We have 100 members trying to get into the TOC. So I do think our numbers will blow up a little bit tomorrow for this event 4. I'm not sure if we'll hit the magic number of 100, but I think regardless, with the added money into the purse, it's going to be a good payday for somebody. So let's talk about this weekend, and then we'll just talk about some stuff that's going on with the series and that. So we have event 4. This is a 4-lake multi-event that is spread out between South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia. Obviously, if you pay attention to the page, I was taking some heat yesterday. And let me start off by saying that's okay. It's fine for you guys to have an opinion. As long as you understand, I'm not going to listen all the time. I am paying attention. Obviously, it seems like there's a group, maybe 5 people, that don't care for this event and have some opinions about the August event. And again, that's okay. I'm never going to be able to please everybody. There is a business side to this that everybody does not understand, and it's not everybody's place to understand. But sometimes events happen for reasons, and they have to happen to make other things happen. And this is one of those situations. When we put this event together, I was extremely excited about it because somebody mentioned it. I don't remember who it was, but I think it was Mark. This was an opportunity for us to touch all of the places in the country in the Southeast that we had worked on for the past 2 seasons. So we had divisions over the last 2 seasons, and we worked in South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, a little bit of Georgia. And then this year we kind of pulled the rug out from under those guys and said, hey, we're no longer going to have a Southern division. We're no longer going to have a Western division. Hey, we're not coming to Virginia anymore. But I still wanted to reach those anglers that we reached over the last 2 seasons. And we still have a market outside of the Charlotte region, although maybe not that big, but we still have a market. We still have anglers who care about Queen City. We still have anglers who drive hours. So I said, well, why don't we put 4 lakes spread across all of the regions together? It was received with positive feedback when the schedule came out in September 2024. And then 2 or 3 days before tournament kickoff, you know, the page is exploding with, call it what it is, negative feedback. And like I said, that's okay. I'm not upset with anyone. You're all entitled to your opinion. This is a public forum, public group. I did not delete anybody's comments. I did not stop the commenting, which for those of you who run groups and pages, it's 1 click and I can stop the commenting. it's okay. I sit back and I read. And if this is something where we only have 70 guys sign up tomorrow night, then maybe we don't bring it back next year. But we have 100 people show up, then I think it's possibly something that we may want to keep. So we'll see. We'll see. It's all going to be let's see what happens. But speaking about the event itself, I do want to thank a few people. We are going down to Lake Keowee, which is a beautiful mountain lake in South Carolina. And I have to thank Visit Oconee for having us back for the third straight year in their region. I do think there's going to be a large population of anglers on Lake Keowee, which is pretty cool. That takes care of our southern clientele, our southern customers and anglers. And then we have our Charlotte option, and that's obviously Lake Norman and potentially Lake James. And I got to thank Brandon Hall for being a title sponsor this year. Limitless Door Solutions. He posted on the page the other day with his services. But you all know Brandon. Brandon's easy to reach, easy to talk to, great guy. If you need his services, shoot him a text. Let's support who supports us. And then we have our lake that seems to be making some noise, Smith Mountain Lake up in Virginia. This was a lake that was asked by me to put on the schedule for years. I put it on the schedule last year, and we had 8 guys show up. And Rock Outdoors up there in Hardy, Virginia was like, hey, let's do it again. And I said, man, I really don't know. I was like, I got some ideas. I put some ideas together. They liked it. One of the ideas was this event, and the other idea is the satellite event. And we'll talk about that here in a minute. But we're going up to Hardy, Virginia on Smith Mountain Lake. This lake, by reports on Facebook, has been fishing phenomenal. Big bags, 30-pound bags. Now, look, sometimes that doesn't translate over to kayak fishing. So for those of you who think whoever goes to Smith Mountain is going to win this tournament, I beg to argue with you. I think this tournament can be won on any lake, and that includes Lake James if Lake James is fishing well, which based on the weather, the way it's been, the time of the year, I think Lake James has a shot, just as any other lake, to throw up 75 inches this weekend and take home a big check, if not first place victory. So I don't think by any means this is a Smith Mountain guaranteed victory. But if you do, then you can get in the car and go. It's really not that bad of a drive. I've been there a couple times, and beautiful fishery. I've not actually fished it myself, but beautiful fishery, and it's for anybody to go. It's not like I'm saying you can't go. So those are the 4 lakes in play this week. If you're somebody who's local to Keowee, you want to stay home and go fish, go for it. Local to Norman, obviously we have a huge crowd around Charlotte. Go for it. Our times this weekend are going to be 6 a.m. launch, 6:15 first cast, 2:14:59 p.m. for last picture taken, 3:14:59 p.m. for last submission. We have no off the water time ever, but specifically this month, we do not have a weigh-in location because we are spread out across 3 different states. So this will be a virtual weigh-in sometime in the evening. I put 8 p.m. on there. It may end up being a little later. It may end up we post the standings and we recap on Sunday. Just kind of depends on how the day goes. If somebody from, let's say, Anderson, South Carolina wins up on Smith Mountain Lake and they have a 6-hour drive, we may have to postpone the weigh-in until Sunday afternoon. But regardless, we can get the standings posted through Tourney X, and you guys can know where you landed. And we'll take care of all that as we go. Want to touch on some seasonal things for this event. This is event 4, which means if you've not jumped in the AOY race or the team division race, this is the last time, well, I will say with a straight face that it makes sense for you to jump in. You can still fish 7 events, and you can still qualify for the Rock Outdoors Team Division Championship, and you can also still qualify for the Native Watercraft TOC on Santee Cooper. So fish 7, make it, and it all makes sense to pay your fees this month. Now, next month, I'm not saying it doesn't make sense, but your chances are going to be a little bit lower. You'll only be able to put in 6 scores. So jump in, pay your membership if you want to jump in this month, and enjoy the series. So I went over times. I have a paid judge this Saturday. My phone will act as the director phone. Mary will have my phone. Please submit your small bass to my phone. Cell phone number 347-239-0645. Mary will manage small bass submissions, and our judges will handle Tourney X. You will be receiving penalties and or disqualifications directly through the push notifications on Tourney X, as the judges have been instructed to use that technology. And if you absolutely need something from my end, give the phone a call. Mary will pick it up. If I'm not on the field coaching, I will talk and we will get you situated. But we don't have anything special going on. This is all basic stuff. Elite side pot, team side pot, small bass, big bass, and then we have an option for the Purple Heart Homes donation as well. So if you have any questions about this event specifically, drop them in the comments. I'll touch on those. Obviously, read the rules, read the ramp sheet, both under the files tab. We do allow the Ketch carbonate board this year, along with the Ketch aluminum boards. No hinged boards. We are a motor series. You must follow all state laws. You need your state fishing license, etc., etc. You must use a Queen City identifier card as well. All of this information is found in the rules and under the files tab on the group page. At the moment, I'm going to scan over here. I think we only have 30s signed up, but we've proven over the last 3 months that nothing really matters until Friday. We're sitting at 38 right now. Everybody's active and paid, and that's that. And we're gonna get rocking on our event 4, the Clearwater Showdown. Next weekend, we also have something pretty cool going on, and this is new to 2025, so we're going to talk about it here in a second. I'm going to pull it up so I don't misspeak. I'm getting like text messages, Facebook notifications all at once. So on May 3rd and 4th, it is our first Academy Sports and Outdoors satellite event. This is the quote-unquote North Carolina satellite event. We have a North Carolina, a Virginia, and a Georgia. This is on Lake Hickory. This is a 2-day high-dollar event, $225 entry fee. I'm sure someone is probably going to end up complaining about that as well. But we have stated from day one, the selling point of these events are a one-weekend option to punch your ticket into the Tournament of Champions. If you follow Queen City, you guys know we have a pretty large Tournament of Champions every year. Never can really guarantee how much money is in it, but we are working on somewhere between $12,000 and $15,000 this year, depending on how entries go for the satellite events and for the rest of the year. So on May 3rd and 4th, we are going to fish Lake Hickory. We are going to give away at least one Tournament of Champions seat to the winner of that event. If we have 101 to 150 anglers, we will give away seats to the top 2 anglers. And if we break 151 anglers, we will give away 3 seats into the TOC. This also comes with a large payout. There are fees that come out, of course, to run the event. And then there are fees that are coming out to help boost the TOC for the year. But at 50 anglers, first place is about $4,000. Obviously, these numbers vary a little bit based on who signs up, but we're talking about $4,000 on a weekend on Lake Hickory. We do have a venue for the first one. It is an outdoor venue in Hickory, courtesy of William Queen, and we are setting up to barbecue or grill hot dogs and hamburgers. So I do need people to register and sign up as early as possible so we can provide the food and get the area set up. But obviously, we're focused on this weekend, and then we'll push hard on Sunday for the satellite event. There are 2 other satellite events this season. There are no points affiliated with these events. These are fish, go home, hopefully you win. The second one is going to be on Smith Mountain Lake in September, and the third one is going to be on Lake Lanier in Georgia in October. These are destination events, high dollar, big payouts with TOC seats on the line. Our TOC is in November on Santee Cooper down in Clarendon County. We all know Clarendon County and Santee Cooper just showed out tremendously last month with massive bags. I think it was like 17 people over 70 and like 9 people over 80 inches. So absolutely insanity. And I'm excited to go down there for a fall, early winter bite and with 10 grand on the line and see what you guys can do. But yeah, so hopefully we have a Friday rush. We get up around 100 anglers for this weekend. I hope you all, those of you who weren't commenting back and forth all day yesterday, are excited about the 4 lakes on the list. Outside of the 4-lake event this weekend, event 4, and our satellite event next weekend, we do have the Academy Sports and Outdoors Receipt Program back and live. There's a lot of money that came in through April that's on the wheel. Once April ends, I'll calculate that all up, get the wheel finalized, and we'll draw probably May 1st, May 2nd. And it is a $100 gift card this year. It previously was a $50 gift card. I wasn't sure if they were sending 50s or 100s or 2 50s to equal 100. So I didn't have a final prize, but it is a $100 single person going to win gift card to Academy Sports and Outdoors. And if you're listening, any receipt from any Academy for any amount gets you on the wheel. $1 up to $99.99 gets you 1 spot. When you hit that $100, you get a second spot. When you hit the 150, you get a third spot, and so on and so on. And then we spin 1 wheel per month, and I either ship out or meet you to give you a $100 gift card to Academy Sports and Outdoors. So pretty awesome receipt program there. Got to thank Academy for jumping back on with Queen City this year. Got to thank all the sponsors for being here. You know, Muddy Bay is a huge part of what Queen City is doing this year. Huge shout out to Tim and Blaine. Rock Outdoors has been a staple in what we've done here for the last, 4 or 5 years. Native Watercraft, obviously, huge part of what we do. And Purple Heart Homes in Clarendon County, you guys see them there around the border. These are our main sponsors, but we love all of our sponsors. They help us boost these payouts every month. I did put an incentive out if we break 110. So if we get to 111 this weekend, I will throw another 200 in the purse. And we are already putting 1,500 in the purse for this weekend. We are one of the, if not the only series that is going to add that amount of money into your payouts. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about fishing this weekend. There's already $1,500 in the bag waiting for you to win. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at for the next couple weeks. And then moving forward past that, we have let me see if I have a charter here real quick. No. We have a Native Watercraft No Limit event coming to North Carolina in June, and that's going to be Lake Norman again, and that's going to be a no limit event with a Big Bass Power Hour. It is not affiliated with Queen City this year, as per your request. It is a standalone event on Lake Norman with a live weigh-in at a venue. We will be at the Pit in Mooresville. We've been there numerous times before. And then we have our normal, May 17th, we're going down to Lake Hartwell for an absolute freaking chaos 500 fish day, I'm sure, on Lake Hartwell. A little bit of probably spawn, a little bit of post spawn, a little bit of top water. Going to be a really fun event. And then we take a full month off from our trail events, and then we head over to Raleigh, and we'll have the Raleigh Ruckus, and that's going to be all 3 lakes in the Triangle, Jordan, Falls, and Harris. And that's sponsored by Cheeky Peach and Amanda. Appreciate you having us back this year out there in the Raleigh region, and giving our Eastern Carolina anglers a chance to fish with us here at Queen City. And then we're hot into the summer at that point. It's getting warm, and we'll have a couple multis going on and a couple water choices, and we'll get rolling into the fall. But like I said earlier, still time to make the TOC, still time to make the team TOC. So if you have questions about those, let me know. If you need anything this weekend, my phone is active, but Mary will be on the other side of it. We are not judging. We are directing. We have hired judges for this event. So if you need something, let us know. And I will send everybody an email tomorrow night after registration closes with all the same info I just said. And we'll have the payouts posted at about 10:30 tomorrow night. And I look forward to talking to some winners this weekend. Hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you Saturday. Later.